Okay, let's get started with Chapter 3, Section 2. In talking about the U.S. economy, the first thing that we want to look at is something called the circular flow model. And this is a very simple way of diagramming out how, as an economist, we think about the different major players in the economy and how they interact with one another. So to begin with, we want to talk about three major players. We have households, we have governments, and we have businesses. All right, the households supply labor, and the businesses supply goods, and the government, well, it supplies the institutions that the government needs to supply, like, for example, national defense, law and order. It also helps take care of public goods like roads, and it helps take care of regulation. All right, so we have two main markets. We have a goods market and we have a factor market. Goods markets are goods produced by firms and used by households. So they're sold by firms to households for final consumption. Factors, on the other hand, we'll call that factors of production, or another word for that is inputs, are sold by households to businesses who use those factors to produce goods. So if we look at the real side of the economy, for want of a better word, we can look at this red line and we see that goods flow from businesses to the goods market to the households, and factors of production flow from the households through the factor market to the business sector. The green line, though, really, you can almost think of that as, say, the financial side of the economy. So you have money flowing from households into the goods market. We use that as a medium of exchange to businesses. Businesses use the money they earn in the goods market to hire and pay households who sell their factors in the factor market. Then we'd have to add in an extra layer of complication when we start talking about an international connection, because we know that the international story is actually the big story right now. Globalization, we can go to China, for example. China has cheaper labor than we do, so a lot of low-skilled labor has moved to China. But wait a minute, China has actually developed quite a lot, and the wage differential between U.S. low-skilled labor and Chinese low-skilled labor has actually closed quite a lot in the last few years. And so now China is experiencing outsourcing to, or offshoring to, other countries, say, for example, Vietnam, who's also seeing this economic development. So we see this really complex web of interconnectedness that is pretty simply represented here.